Well, hello there. You're watching Go Island, the birder edition.
Aaron Vissia Financial Go Island is brought to you by Aaron Vissia Financial.
Well, hello there. You are watching Go Island, the bird edition, because we are going to be talking to one of the Alberni Valley's most enthusiastic birders. In fact, he used to have a business called Rainbird. There's wet dogs kind of running around us here. We're at Kazakhstan, which is why there are dogs, and why there is a birder out here. Mr. Bird himself, Mr. Rainbird himself, Sandy McCrewer. Sandy, how are you today?
Very well, thank you.
Have you ever been called Mr. Bird before?
I've been called a lot of things.
Now, I called him Mr. Bird because you are one of the most enthusiastic birders I know.
Yes.
How come?
Well, just watch me go. Ask me a question.
Why did you start bird watching?
Voices in my head.
Okay, you know what, Sandy McCrewer, I never know what he's going to say.
I don't know. It's just a natural affiliation that I have to birds. You know, it's just something that well, not literally, but voices in my head seem to compel me to watch birds, and I've always been interested in them, and I think they're an often ignored part of the natural world around us.
I think it's a way to get out in that natural world too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the big
'Cause
secret
I like
about
hiking,
birding.
too.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't see as many birds up high.
No?
No, because it's colder, and so the diversity of birds is less than down in the warm climates.
See, I never knew that. I've
Ha.
learned something already. Now, I know that there is a fairly large birding community on Vancouver Island, isn't there?
Yes, there's a couple of websites devoted to birds, and there's I don't know, got to be a couple of hundred people who are serious birders. A lot of them are in Victoria, but there's bunches in Nanaimo and Parksville, Qualicum, and a few around here. And actually, we've got a few more people this year than last year. For a while, it seemed it was like just me, you know. But Vancouver Island has lots, and so I know lots of people around the island. There's also a website called BCVI Birds, all capitalized. It's a Yahoo group, and so that's the hotline for folks on Vancouver Island.
Okay, now talking about hotlines, I was asking Sandy about this a little bit earlier. If somebody sees something really special, really rare, is there a hotline? It is.
Me, I want to see it.
In fact, I had somebody tell me not very long ago that birders were the first internet, that you're faster than any internet connection.
Ha. I don't know, maybe.
If somebody wants to get started with this pastime, how
Yeah.
should they start?
Pick up a pair of binoculars. That's a good way to start. Also, a good bird book. And that would be either the Sibley's version or the National Geographic versions. All the others pale in comparison.
Well, there you have it, an endorsement from Mr. Rainbird himself, one of our most enthusiastic birders. We're going to keep on talking to Sandy a little bit longer because he's going to tell us about a very special fundraiser that he's taking part in this
Oh,
year.
yeah.
But first, we've got a couple of stories for you.
Oh, there it is.
Excuse me, Sandy. We're still shooting Go. We have more to talk about here.
Okay.
We're still talking with Sandy McCrewer, one of the most enthusiastic birders I know. And Sandy, you've been telling me a little bit about, what is it, Bailey's bird count? What is it?
Yeah, it's not the drink, okay? Yeah. Bailey's Birdathon is a marathon of birding in which you try to see as many bird species as possible in a given period of time. And the Bailey's Birdathon happens to be 24 hours that you can go if you want to. You don't have to. You can go 10 minutes and be exhausted if you want it. I don't know. Depends on how old you are, I guess. Yeah, and it's to raise money for bird conservation in Canada. And there's a lot of projects all across Canada that need money to help the bird populations to get a handle on which birds are declining, and there are lots, let me tell you, and which are doing pretty well. There's all sorts of citizen science projects that Bird Studies Canada is involved in, but it's also involved in more academic activities as well. So there's some real science, real research, and that sort of thing.
Now, I am sorry to tell you that you've missed the Bailey's Birdathon this year, but that's okay. You've got until May of next year to hone your birding skills so you can identify all of these species.
Some.
But some of them. Some.
Let's just start with some.
Start with some. The reason we're telling you about it is because Mr. Birder, Rainbird, how many did you count?
88,
How many hours did that take you?
15.
15 hours.
I was
And he counted.
tired after that.
I bet you were. And he counted 88 species. And this is a fundraiser. And so you are still continuing to ask
There's
for
people
pledges.
better than me. They could have got
Really?
100. Oh yeah, but it was a lousy day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lousy day. Wind, rain, and so I mean, I could have done better. Yeah.
Did you find anything rare? Or that
Oh.
surprised you?
I think that the hermit thrush was a pretty good one. I like to see that. Hadn't seen them in quite a long time. And I also that day heard my first yellow warbler and warbling vireo for the first time this year. So that was kind of nice too.
That is very nice. 88 species in 15 hours. I think that's pretty darn good. Maybe somebody could do better, but I haven't met them yet. We are
Oh
going to
well,
talk.
I can.
I never know what he's going to say, folks. It's the truth.
Yeah.
We're going to
This
tell
is
you.
unscripted.
It is unscripted. We're going to tell you in just a few minutes how you can donate through Sandy, through anybody, to some of the great conservation causes out there for birds. But first, we're going to send you to a couple more stories. Well, welcome back. You're still watching Go Island. I'm still here with Sandy McCrewer talking about the Bailey Birdathon and how you can donate to the many fine conservation projects that there are involving birds. And you've got your own website, I think.
I do, yes. But it's part of the Bailey Birdathon website, and you can go to it by typing into Google Bailey Birdathon. That's Baillie Birdathon, and click on the button that says Find a Participant. And my name is MCRUER. That's my last name, and there's only one of us.
We've already spelled it on the air, Sandy. It's right underneath you, right here. You can support Sandy as he's supporting the birds. You're going to be raising money until the end of June?
Yes, and so far I've done great, and I'd like to hit $1,000.
I think that would be absolutely awesome. And I'll bet you people can ask you for tips about birding.
Absolutely. My phone's always available.
Excellent. Sandy, thank you so much for telling me. Before, I'm going to send you to a couple of stories, but while you're watching that, I'm going to take a look at these binoculars. Well, that does bring us to the end of Go Island, the bird edition. These are pretty skookum binoculars. I think I'm going to take a walk with Sandy and see if I can find some of those species. I'm sure I won't reach 88 though.
How early are you prepared to get up?
I think what he's saying is I'm too late in the day. Until we meet again, be good to each other.
Aaron Vissia Financial Go Island is brought to you by Aaron Vissia Financial, supporting community and providing personalized advice and service to clients since 1996. Our team is ready to help you with your financial future.